I traveled to the depths of hell. I could hear people screaming help. I couldn't get to them and they couldn't get to me. So just imagine looking at your life on a movie screen from left to right and seeing every choice you ever made.
My name is Brian Astuto, and this is my story.
Life's pretty good. Going to church, just a regular guy, I would say, except I was doing really well and successful. I started having really bad foot pain. So I was on restaurant floors 12 hours a day. I was running restaurants, very hard worker, and I put that first. God was not first, and it was very evident. Within months, I was taking 25 to 30 painkillers a day. Not only was I abusing painkillers, but I was having to find them other ways. I got behind the wheel one day, driving about 70 miles an hour, and I remember blacking out at the wheel. I woke up in county jail. I remember my wife telling me to get out. She had enough, and I remember it just sunk in that night. I wasn't gonna have my wife, I wasn't gonna have my kids, I wasn't gonna be able to put my kids to bed anymore. And now do I not have my wife, my kids, a job, a place to live? What am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? I didn't really care at that point because I knew I lost everything. I shot the drugs, and at that moment, I collapsed on the bathroom floor. There was nobody to help me get me to a hospital and get me help. I knew at that moment I was taking my last breath on earth and my first breath into eternal hell. We get to a moment in life where I believe every person has a moment where they accept Christ or they deny Christ, who died for us and who rose again. That same Jesus I cried out to in that moment. I saw my family and I saw God wiping their tears away because they knew where I was. He gave me direct order, and I did what he told me to do by going to a place called the Dream Center. On the third day I was there, God spoke to me again for the second time. And right at that moment, God said, "You're delivered from all of this. You don't have to worry about depression. You don't have to worry about anxiety. You don't have to worry about your family. You humbled yourself. You're free from drugs. You're free from lust. You're free from all these things." And I knew at that moment, like a tractor was lifted off of my back. And he said, "All I'm asking you to do is stay the course." My wife and I reconciled, and we have a restored marriage. I've had a lot of money, and I've lost money. I've had beautiful homes, and I've been on the streets on a bench. So I've seen both sides of the spectrum. And let me tell you, nothing can fill the void except Jesus Christ. So my job is to keep him first and allow him to place those other things in my life. God gave me a book. The purpose behind my pain is exactly what it sounds like. God rescued me from the pit of hell. This book will help you find your purpose, and this book will also help you, no matter what walk of life, encourage you to walk in freedom and walk in the fullness of Christ. Go ahead and go to brianmarcastudo.com, and I challenge you to get the book. God bless you.